Hello everyone, my name is John and welcome to another O-Scale review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Bachmann O-Scale Plasticville Signal Bridge Kit. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have myself a Bachmann O-Scale Signal Bridge. Now, honestly, I wasn't actually thinking of getting one of these because, I didn't really think about getting one of these. But then one day I was realizing you know what? I should get a signal, and I just thought of getting a signal because literally every railroad has to have a signal because, of course, because without having a signal, there could be collisions and so forth like that you do not want on a railroad. So there you have it. Now, I want to go ahead and take the time to talk about what the signal is and what it's for. So basically, what a signal is basically almost like a stop sign. Basically a stoplight for like a signal, or a stop sign. So basically what a signal is, it's basically like a stoplight for a railroad, but it's a little bit more different than, of course, what a normal stoplight at a road would be. So basically what these are is basically consists of 3 different color lights: red, yellow, and green, like a stop sign or stoplight. So basically what happens is the red light means not clear. The yellow one means slow down, which means there's still a train around, but you have to slow down so you don't collide into the other train. And then the green one means all clear. Now the signals have been around for a very long time, pretty much ever since the railroads began. There have been many different variations of it. There has been the single tower ones. I forgot what it's called. I don't remember, but the single tower ones were basically like a tower with the lights on top, and that was basically it. But of course, back in the day, there was the tower, and then there was a lever that would go down, and when it would go down and stuff like that would represent the colors. But of course, as years went on, it got more and more efficient with the technology, and then sooner or later they started having actual functional lights that would light up, and then nowadays there are actual LED lights that are on these towers and stuff like that, which are pretty cool. Now, like I said, this is a signal bridge. So basically what it is this is a bridge that hangs over the track, which is actually pretty cool. So instead of having a signal on one side of the track, it's over both sides of the track, and with this being a bridge, you can see it on one side and you can also see it on the other side. Pretty cool. Now here's Bachmann's O-Scale edition of this. So like I said, this is part of the Plasticville branding from Bachmann. Bachmann is known for HO stuff and N-scale stuff, but they also do O-Scale stuff. And like I said, this is a part of the building kit, which is pretty cool. Now, the Plasticville brand from Bachmann has been around since around 2004, and they have been putting out some pretty awesome stuff. On the box, there's a lot of stuff that they have created, and this is one of those examples of what you can get. Now, because these were so inexpensive, these were around $25 each. I got these on Amazon for $25 each. I actually decided to get 2 of these so I can have one on one side of the track and one on the other side of the track. I don't know if you can see in the background to the right. You can actually see one right there. That's the second one I got. These are very easy to set up, or these are easy to build because they did come apart. They're, of course, nicely colored, so you didn't have to paint anything. All you have to do is just put it together, and bam, there you go. Now, in the instructions, they didn't. It said that it would snap all together, and you wouldn't really need glue. But for me, just to be extra safe, I did use super glue or crazy glue to glue this together so I don't have any pieces fall off and stuff like that. So I just wanted to be extra sure and have to safe that I don't lose any pieces, so I went ahead and glued everything together, and make sure it's all not flimsy. This is pretty strong. I glued this together and it's pretty strong. When it was unglued, or when there was no glue on it, it was pretty flimsy. So I did make sure to glue it all together and make sure that it's nice and sturdy, which I've done pretty good at. So in this video, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys just the cool details that this thing has, and then after that, I'm gonna show you guys where I have this one, and I'll show you guys where the other signal I have is, and then I'll just do a quick tax of one of my freight trains, just to go under it and just show you guys how cool it looks with the train going under it and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, before we get into the signal itself, I just want to show you guys the box. The box is very colorful. It looks very old school, but this is a brand new box, and Bachmann still makes these signals. This was brand new in the package from Amazon. It came very quickly, so which is pretty good. So it has this cool little font, like nice and old school. The original Plastic Village. So it says easy to assemble, old scale building kit, realistic detailing, snap fit assembly, Bachmann. So we got cool stuff like here, since like right here it says since 1947, hobbyists and collectors have made Plasticville USA products since their structure of choice. For generations, Plasticville pieces have added character to the invention of the layouts in O and HO and N scale. With our extensive selection of buildings and accessories, the growth of your railroad is limited by your imagination. Many buildings and accessories have been added to the Plasticville line through its history, and many are still produced from their original molds. As fun challenges to collection, you can even join the Independent Plasticville Collectors Association, and you can collect hundreds of product color and packaging variations that have occurred over the years. Whether you in town or established civic leader in Plasticville, USA, Bachmann is pleased to offer you this classic hobby product we built for you. Very nice. Here's the other side, it's just the logo. On this side, it shows you the product. So like I said, this is the signal bridge. It has a cool picture of it in our layout. And here is the item number if you're interested in getting it. Number 45623. It's pretty cool. So I actually have two of these boxes because I got two. And they're very colorful and beautiful looking boxes. So basically in this box, I already of course built it, so there's not really much to see. So the plastic came in here, and then it had like these plastic pieces for the light fixture, like for the actual light colors. Here are the instructions for your information to show you how it looks. Very easy instructions to show you just how to put it together, like Plasticville USA, like the signs or decals included, apply prior to assembly, check contents against a list of parts, carefully terminate excess plastic from parts before assembling. Although no glue is necessary, you may need to wish to add a few drops of styrene cement to join for permanent construction, but I went ahead and used glue anyway because I wanted to make sure that everything is all stuck together nicely. So that's how you put it together. The first part is basically what I did was I put the two side pieces together on the bases, and then I put these two pieces on the side. Oh, here's a list of parts. So bridge sides, bridge railings, base, bottom structure, walkway, swing bracket, signal light, and lenses. Here's the back. Putting the bridge, so put this little bottom piece down, and then I put the little walkway on the top, and then on the bottom I put the swings. I basically put these little lenses that came separately packaged, like they were on these little plastic pieces, and I just stuck them on into the holes, and then bam, I just stuck these on. There's a little bracket, and bam, it was all set. And of course, that's the Bachmann logo and phone number. No, not phone number, just location where Bachmann is located. So it's a very simple way to set up. It basically took me like 5 minutes to put this thing together. It was super easy, which is very nice. It took me like 5 minutes to put it together, but of course, with the glue and etc., it took me a little bit longer, but that's perfectly fine. So, yeah. So here is the bridge. I'm going to go ahead and start from the bottom and then make our way to the top. Alright, so here's a look at the bottom. Now, there's not much to look at, of course, but that's basically what a signal bridge is all about. So here's the base. The base, once again, came off unassembled, but I went ahead and stuck this on, and then I glued it together to make sure it's nice and snug, and it's very sturdy. On the sides, we have this cool little nice detail on the sides. Now, I do want to mention that I believe this was designed to be exactly how it's supposed to be in real life. So apparently this was like a prototype design, and Bachmann made this and this was an actual design that was used in the railroads. It looks like this might be like ladders. It might be a ladder to get up to the side, I think, because of course it's a signal bridge. So I believe that might be the ladder to get up on the side. You have the nice little plastic details right here. These are very sturdy little plastic pieces to put this all together. Really nice little bolt details as well. Nice little crosses right here, and it continues going up. As we go up, we do have the crosses continuing up, which looks absolutely gorgeous. Up on the other side, it looks exactly the same with that gorgeous crossing on the sides. Alright, so there's a lot to go over on this. So as you can see, here is the bridge part right here. There's a lot of beautiful plastic detail all over the place. You can see all these cool little bolt details that I've been seeing all along the entire design. As you can see right here, there is this little bridge piece right here on the bottom. Let me flip it over so you can see it a lot more better. That was like a separate piece. I stuck that on. And then these two little side pieces, I had to like slide it into these two supports, and then that's how it held together. Make sure to glue it together so it's nice and sturdy. And then here are the signals themselves, which are pretty cool. So they basically like grab onto this. It's like a hook. No, not a hook. Like a clamp. Basically, just push it in, and bam, just holds onto it. It's this cool little top right here. So as you can see, you have all the lenses right here. You stick on these lenses by yourself. You have green, 2 yellow ones, and then you have the red on the bottom. They had a specific way you had to put the lighting so you don't have it mixed up. Now what's kind of cool right here is that there is actually a numbering right here for like the number of the signal. I believe actual signals in real life do have that little plate on there to tell you what signal this is. So it's M-127. I think the other signal I have does have that same number on it. I think so. I might have to check. But it's pretty cool. And then here is the top. So these railings came part of the side pieces, and then this bridge up here came connected, or this bridge was separate. So I glued this guy on. It snapped together, but it just came off easily, so I glued it in, and it's now nice and sturdy. Oh, whoops. So really nice railings. The railings are nice and flexible plastic. They are durable, but they still are they're nice and durable, but you still, of course, have to be careful with this because it, of course, is plastic, but it does look nice and it is durable. Now, there's not a safety tread on top here, but there is like there is like the grooves into it, like ridges. I think it is. I don't know, but it's kind of cool though. Now on the other side, as you can tell, it's exactly the same. Of course, the difference is that the signal is on the other. The signals are always on the opposite side of each other. You can see the one right there, and then you can see the other one right there. It's pretty cool. So that's basically it. There's not really much to the signal, and that's exactly what these signals are. There's not much to them. It's basically just a bridge with the signals on it, and that's basically how it works. So like I said, I got 2 of these guys. So one of them I do have is sitting right here. Oh my gosh. I put some markings in the wood to let me know where exactly I had these. So I got 2 of these. So one of them is sitting right over here, which does look nice, and it looks very nice on my layout. It does fill in, or it does add some nice look to. It does really add a nice look to the layout. So as you can tell, I have one next to this platform, which does look very nice. And then the other one is just over here, next to the main station. I believe it has like the same number on the front. Wait, does it have a different number? Let me check. No, it's the same number, M127. So it's the same number, but oh well, it's not really a big deal. But that is the second one. It's exactly the same as the other one. I glued this one together too, so it's not as flimsy. This is actually the second one I built. The one I showed you in the beginning was the one that I actually built, the first one that I built. So that's the second one. It's exactly the same as the other one. It's just, I just bought a second one, and this one is by the other station, which is the main one. I originally had this flipped around, so I basically had this one like all the way back over there, but then I realized that building was covering it, and so I was like, screw that, I'm gonna have it the completely other way around, and so I think this is a lot more better. So I have like this cool little detail. I have this cool little area where I have a signal above the bridge, and I think it looks super cool like that. It looks really beautiful. So once again, there's the second one, and there's the first one. Once again, my layout is pretty small, so of course it kind of looks weird like that. But oh well, I think it looks cool anyway. Even though there's two signals, I mean it's cool because you have two signals on each side. So yeah, so to have my signals here, it's a lot more better because to have no signal, it's kind of weird. And now having my signals in this layout, it looks a lot more better. And I should have done this a lot more sooner, but I think this looks a lot more cooler. All right, so the test subject for this episode is my MTH Premier SC70 ACE demonstrator. I absolutely love this engine. It's a freight engine. I have a few freight cars pulled behind it, a few Lino box cars, and I'm going to use that for, of course, to pass under one of these signal ridges. So let's see how it looks. Also, if you're curious of what I'm using to run my trains, I am using my MTH DCS Remote Commander. It's a pretty new thing that I've used for my last week or so. I absolutely love this thing. I used to use a Z1000, and this is a big, awesome way to run your trains. It is very simple to run your trains as well. I highly recommend getting one of these, but it's kind of hard to find, but it's definitely worth it when you do find one.
degrees, sector out.
Alright, so that is my review on the Bachmann O-Scale Plasticville signal bridge. I absolutely love this product. It's very simple to set up. It's very simple to build. All you have to do is basically just build a base, or slap the sides onto the base, slide the sides, or the front and back, on the supports, put the bridges on, put the bridge on the bottom on, the walkway, signals, you're done. So it's super simple to build, super simple to set up, and that's all you need. It's super easy to build, and there's not really much else I can say. Now, if you're looking to purchase this item, the retail price, I believe, is around $30. I got this thing for around $23 on Amazon, so you can get a little bit of a discount on there. Very inexpensive, and so and they're pretty much usually the price that you would normally pay for a O-scale accessory, building accessory. So it's pretty normal to pay around $30 for a signal bridge or a track accessory and so forth like that. So it's pretty normal for a price range around that to get an accessory for your trains. So I think it's pretty reliable. I think it's definitely a reasonable price, because pretty much everything, basically any type of building accessory that you get, is usually around $30 or so. So I think it's pretty much a pretty good deal on that. And I basically spent about $40 on two, so I think it was a pretty good deal. So yeah, so with that being said, thank you guys for joining me in today's review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was kind of a fun review, just kind of a quick and fun review. Not really much to do about it, because of course there's not really much to a signal bridge, because of course it's basically just two supports, a bridge, and two signals, and that's basically a signal bridge. That's basically all it is for you. So nothing really much to a signal bridge. Basically the most thing to talk about a signal bridge is probably just the history behind it. Other than that, there's not really much else to there. So with that being said, thank you guys for joining me for today's review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave a like, and you'll probably see a lot more of these signal bridges in the future videos, of future running videos, and just seeing them in the background. They're pretty awesome pieces to have in your layout, because it does, of course, add some realism to your layout. Of course, having a signal in your layout is definitely realistic, because having a layout without a signal bridge, it's like you're gonna have a collision. Nah, just joking. You don't necessarily have to have a signal bridge. Just joking. You're gonna get it if you want. I mean, it's optional if you want it, because that's all about how you can literally get whatever you want. You basically have full of variety of stuff that you can do with your layout. So with that being said, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys next time.